Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Uncomplimentary terms for a policeman. Take into custody. Take by theft. Astrology. A person who is born while the sun is in Taurus. Uncomplimentary terms for a policeman. Push or force. He bulled through his demands. Speak insincerely or without regard for facts or truths. The second sign of the zodiac. The sun is in this sign from about April 20th to May 20th. Obscene words for unacceptable behavior. I put up with a lot of bullshit from that jerk. The center of a target. A formal proclamation issued by the Pope, usually written in antiquated characters and sealed with a leaden bulla. A large and strong and heavy-set man. He was a bull of a man. Advance in price. Stocks were bulling. An investor with an optimistic market outlook. An investor who expects prices to rise and so buys now for resale later. A serious and ludicrous blunder. He made a bad bull of the assignment. Mature male of various mammals of which the female is called cow, e.g. whales or elephants or especially cattle. Try to raise the price of stocks through speculative buying. Uncastrated adult male of domestic cattle. A reddish-brown color resembling the color of polished copper. Uncomplimentary terms for a policeman. A ductile malleable reddish-brown corrosion-resistant diamagnetic metallic element. Occurs in various minerals but is the only metal that occurs abundantly in large masses. Used as an electrical and thermal conductor. A copper penny. Any of various small butterflies of the family Lycaenidae having coppery wings. Coat with a layer of copper. Uncomplimentary terms for a policeman. A hazy or indistinct representation. He tried to clear his head of the whiskey fuzz. Filamentous hair-like growth on a plant. Peach fuzz. The first beard of an adolescent boy. Domestic swine. Eat greedily. Mold consisting of a bed of sand in which pig iron is cast. Uncomplimentary terms for a policeman. Live like a pig, in squalor. A person regarded as greedy and pig-like. Give birth to piglets. A coarse, obnoxious person. A crude block of metal, lead or iron, poured from a smelting furnace. Take into custody. Anticipate with dread or anxiety. Get the meaning of something. Take into custody. The state of inactivity following an interruption. The negotiations were in arrest. Cause to stop. Attract and fix. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. Hold back, as of a danger or an enemy. Check the expansion or influence of. A figurative restraint. Asked for a caller on program trading in the stock market. Take into custody. A band that fits around the neck and is usually folded over. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. The policeman on the beat got credit for the collar. Necklace that fits tightly around a woman's neck. The stitching that forms the rim of a shoe or boot. A band of leather or rope that is placed around an animal's neck as a harness or to identify it. Anything worn or placed about the neck. The thief was forced to wear a heavy wooden collar. A short ring fastened over a rod or shaft to limit, guide, or secure a machine part. Furnish with a collar. Collar the dog. Seize by the neck or collar. Zoology, an encircling band or marking around the neck of any animal. Take into custody. The police nabbed the suspected criminals. Seize suddenly. Tag the base runner to get him out. Hit hard. Take into custody. Complete a pass. Locate exactly. The chemists could not nail the identity of the chromosome. Succeed at easily. She nailed her astrophysics course. Succeed in obtaining a position. He nailed down a spot at Harvard. A former unit of length for cloth equal to 1/16 of a yard. A thin pointed piece of metal that is hammered into materials as a fastener. Attach something somewhere by means of nails. Nail the board onto the wall. Horny plate covering and protecting part of the dorsal surface of the digits. Perceive with the senses quickly, suddenly, or momentarily. Register, perceptual input. Pick up a signal. Take into custody. Take and lift upward. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. Fill with high spirits. Fill with optimism. Gather or collect. They pick up our trash twice a week. Eat by pecking it, like a bird. Gain or regain energy. Improve significantly. Go from bad to good. Buy casually or spontaneously. Get in addition, as an increase. Give a passenger or a hitchhiker a lift. Lift out or reflect from a background. Meet someone for sexual purposes. He always tries to pick up girls in bars. Take up by hand. Take by theft. Seize upon or latch onto something. The Republicans glommed onto Whitewater. Anything that serves as an enticement. Make off with belongings of others. Approach with an offer of sexual favors. Take by theft. A golf shot that curves to the left for a right-handed golfer. He took lessons to cure his hooking. A sharp curve or crook. A shape resembling a hook. To cause, someone or oneself, to become dependent on something, especially a narcotic drug. A mechanical device that is curved or bent to suspend or hold or pull something. Make a piece of needlework by interlocking and looping thread with a hooked needle. Rip off. Ask an unreasonable price. Entice and trap. A basketball shot made over the head with the hand that is farther from the basket. A catch for locking a door. A curved or bent implement for suspending or pulling something. A short swinging punch delivered from the side with the elbow bent. Catch with a hook. Hook a fish. Fasten with a hook. Hit a ball and put a spin on it so that it travels to the left. Hit with a hook. His opponent hooked him badly. Secure with the foot. Hook the ball. Get rid of someone who may be a threat by killing. Take by theft. Write quickly. Cut the price of. Stop pursuing or acting. Someone acting as an informer or decoy for the police. Take by theft. Someone snitched my wallet. Give away information about somebody. Take by theft. A member of a police force. A member of a police force. Any person in the armed services who holds a position of authority or command. An officer is responsible for the lives of his men. Someone who is appointed or elected to an office and who holds a position of trust. He is an officer of the court. A person authorized to serve in a position of authority on a vessel. He is the officer in charge of the ship's engines. A member of a police force. It was an accident, officer. Direct or command as an officer. Take hold of, grab. A pedal or lever that engages or disengages a rotating shaft and a driving mechanism. He smoothly released the clutch with one foot and stepped on the gas with the other. A collection of things or persons to be handled together. Hold firmly, usually with one's hands. She clutched my arm when she got scared. Take hold of, grab. She clutched her purse. Effect. The act of grasping. A woman's strapless purse that is carried in the hand. A coupling that connects or disconnects driving and driven parts of a driving mechanism. This year's model has an improved clutch. A number of birds hatched at the same time. A tense critical situation. He is a good man in the clutch. Take possession of by force, as after an invasion. The invaders seized the land and property of the inhabitants. Take temporary possession of as a security, by legal authority. The FBI seized the drugs. Take hold of, grab. The sales clerk quickly seized the money on the counter. Seize and take control without authority and possibly with force, take as one's right or possession. She seized control of the throne after her husband died. Effect. Fear seized the prisoners. Capture the attention or imagination of. The movie seized my imagination. Hook by a pull on the line. Take or capture by force. The terrorists seized the politicians. A dissolute man in fashionable society. An opening made forcibly as by pulling apart. There was a rip in his pants. Take without the owner's consent. A stretch of turbulent water in a river or the sea caused by one current flowing into or across another current. The act of rending or ripping or splitting something. He gave the envelope a vigorous rip. Tear or be torn violently. The curtain ripped from top to bottom. Criticize or abuse strongly and violently. The candidate ripped into his opponent mercilessly. Cut wood along the grain. Move precipitously or violently. The tornado ripped along the coast. Move stealthily. Take without the owner's consent. An advantageous purchase. A stolen base. An instance in which a base runner advances safely during the delivery of a pitch, without the help of a hit or walk or passed ball or wild pitch. Steal a base. Deprive somebody of something by deceit. Remove by pulling or ripping violently and forcefully. Take without the owner's consent.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.